Hello, Gospel Community Leaders. Welcome to Week 9 Study Guide, Passionate Commitment from our Song of Solomon series, God, Sex, and Relationships. This is the next to last week, so we only have 1 week left in this series. If there's anyone new in your group or anyone that is maybe just maybe they've been away from church for a while or whatever, again, just make an encouragement this week as we near the end of this series to jump onto the website or onto iTunes and get caught up with the whole series here, especially if they're married or dating or engaged, or someone who is single and frustrated with their singleness and looking to be in a relationship. This is going to be an incredibly helpful series for them. So again, just encourage people towards that. They're all on the blog, they're all in the city, they're all on iTunes, so people can find them there. So the main thing this week is, just like Jesus is passionately committed to us to the point of death, even our marriages require the same passionate commitment if they're going to last. And Jesus is the example of that for us, and he's the one that empowers us to that. So that doesn't have to be a guilt thing, that doesn't have to be a heavy thing, that's a lean on Jesus thing. And so he is the one who empowers, he's the one that exemplifies, he's the one that equips us to have that passionate commitment to each other as married couples, as people who are planning to be married. He's the one that does that for us. With question 3, there's an appendix attached to that, which is absolutely essential to the asking of the question. And then with question 4, there's an appendix attached to that that's really just links to 2 resources in case anyone surfaces. Question 4 has to do with adoption. The rest of them have to do with this the sermon series. But since this past Sunday was Orphan Sunday, I threw a question in there concerning orphan care and what that looks like for everybody, not just people who are thinking through adoption, but what that looks like for every individual and how we can be involved in that calling from God. As we are adopted children of God, we have been the result of a beautiful adoption as children of God, and we've also been called to care for orphans. And so how are we going to do that individually, whether that's adoption or funding or foster care or just visiting orphanage, whatever. So that question B has a few resources attached to, or question 4 has an appendix B attached to it with a couple resources that if anyone is interested in specifically in adoption, those resources will be helpful for them. There's also a part here called further discussion, and this will just depend. If your group is made up mainly of married couples or people who have been or who are in long-term relationships, sort of like they've been dating or for a long time or they're engaged, it could be kind of fun as a group to just talk like we saw the couple in Song of Solomon doing, and remember like that first date, that first time you met each other together. If your group is mainly singles or even half singles or something, it might not make sense to do that without certain people feeling left out of the conversation. But it's just a potential thing to talk about that's an enjoyable way to get to know each other. If you don't talk about it as a group, then maybe you can start some of those conversations with some of your the married couples that are in your group, and it's just an interesting discussion, I think, to have and a way to get to know people. So that's in there as well. The announcements, again, there'll be some supplemental stuff on the blog and on the city this week, so keep an eye out for that. That is it. If you have any questions or need anything at all, just let me know. Thank you all so much.